Welcome to Book&soul, a space built on one quiet, powerful truth: that giving is more than a gesture, it's a way of living. Here, we believe when you give your time, your attention, your love, you open doors in the universe. Maybe not always in ways you expect, but always in ways that matter. Giving is how we heal, how we grow, how we connect. It's how stories find their way from one heart to another. So, this podcast, it's my small gift to you: a voice, a story, a little moment of pause in a loud world. And if it gives you something in return, peace, insight, maybe just a breath, then we're both a little richer for it. Have you ever had a dream? One that felt so vivid, so insistent, it stayed with you even after you woke up? Not just any dream, but a whisper from your soul? That's how it began for Santiago, a young shepherd in Spain. He had everything that might seem like enough: fresh air, open fields, his sheep, and freedom. But something inside him stirred, a dream of a treasure waiting for him near the pyramids of Egypt. Most people would have dismissed it, but not Santiago. He listened, and that made all the difference. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. That quote is one of the many reasons why The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho isn't just a story. It's a mirror, a guide, a soulful companion. Santiago's journey begins the moment he chooses to trust that inner voice. And just like that, life opens a door, or rather, a series of them. Melchizedek, the first gate. First, there's Melchizedek, the mysterious king who tells Santiago, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." That line? It's not just motivational fluff. It's a spiritual law, a reminder that when your intention is pure and your heart is aligned, the world shifts. He gives Santiago a couple of magical stones, Urim and Thummim, symbols of choice and clarity. And in that moment, Santiago learns something vital: that guidance exists. But we have to ask, look, listen. The Crystal Merchant, a lesson in fear. But of course, the journey doesn't go smoothly. Santiago is robbed, alone in a foreign land, broke and heartbroken. He finds work in a crystal shop, run by a man full of regrets. The merchant once dreamed of going to Mecca, but never did, and Santiago sees it clearly. People are capable, at any time in their lives, of doing what they dream of. But fear of failure, fear of change, fear of loss, that's what stops most people. Still, Santiago works hard, saves up, and begins to believe again. Because the real treasure isn't just gold, it's the soul you shape along the way. The Englishman, between books and belief. Further along the journey, he meets the Englishman, a man buried in books, searching for the secrets of alchemy. The Englishman wants formulas, but Santiago starts to understand. There is only one way to learn: it's through action. And here lies a quiet lesson. Wisdom isn't only found in words, it's found in walking, falling, standing up, and daring to try again. Fatima, love that liberates. Then, Santiago finds love. Her name is Fatima. He meets her at an oasis, and just like that, he sees something eternal in her eyes. But here's the twist. Fatima doesn't hold him back. She says, "If you really love me, you will not stop me from going." That's love, not possession, not fear. Real love says, go, grow, come back when you've become who you're meant to be. The Alchemist, the heart as a compass. At this point, the desert becomes more than scenery. It becomes a mirror. And then Santiago meets the alchemist, the man who shifts everything. The alchemist teaches him that. Listen to your heart. It knows all things. And tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. These aren't just quotes, they're truths, the kind that live in your bones. Santiago learns that the world speaks in omens, in signs, and in silence, but only if we're quiet enough to listen. And that's maybe the deepest magic of the whole book. Alchemy isn't about turning metal into gold. It's about turning a human being into someone whole. The treasure, the final twist. Finally, Santiago reaches the pyramids. He digs, he's beaten, robbed, again. And just when it feels like all is lost, one of the men laughs and tells him about a dream he had, about a treasure buried under a tree back in Spain. And just like that, Santiago realizes the treasure was at the beginning, all along, but he had to go through the journey to become the person who could see it. Where your treasure is, there also will be your heart. Closing reflections. So, what is The Alchemist really? It's a spiritual roadmap, it's a love letter to dreamers, it's a quiet whisper to the part of you that still believes. And maybe the biggest lesson? One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. And that the universe, yes, your universe, is always listening. You just have to speak with your heart. This was episode 2 of Book Soul, where stories aren't just read, they're lived and given. Until next time, stay close to your heart, stay close to your dream, and never stop giving. This is Book Soul. This is Emma.